Hey, what's up guys, Jaeky here. Today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the Tenta-X Catacalysm glass mousepad. This is a limited edition glass pad, and huge shout out to Tenta-X for sending this out for me to take a look at. Like I said, this is limited edition and it is currently sold out, but I wanted to make this video just to showcase the pad and basically give you guys a look at Tenta-X. If you guys didn't already know, in the past I've worked with Tenta-X before, showcasing their last stand limited edition cloth mousepad. And honestly, this company has made very solid products, so I wanted to make this video just to put them on the map. So for those of you who don't already know about them, have a chance to learn about their company and the products that they make. So this mousepad was retailing for $79 USD, which is a really solid price for a glass mousepad. As you can see, the design is very solid. Obviously, design and artwork is very subjective, but in my opinion, I really like the design of the Cataclysm mousepad. I think it looks great, especially with the white and purple. I think it pops out really, really nicely. The packaging of the glass pad is very nice. There are two foam layers on the top and bottom of the pad to make sure that it doesn't get damaged in shipping. So that's very nice to see. You don't have to worry about the pad getting damaged. On the bottom is a full silicone base. That plus the weight of the glass really makes it so that this pad won't slide around on your desk. The size of the pad is 490 millimeters by 420 millimeters, and the thickness here is 4 millimeters. So with that out of the way, let's actually get into the glide feeling of the pad itself. If you guys have seen, a couple weeks ago, I reviewed the Lock-On Harut glass mouse pad, which was sent to me by Lock-On. That mouse pad and the Tenta-X Cataclysm actually feel very similar. So the glide feeling here is going to be a balanced, and you actually have a bit of friction here as well, even though it's a glass pad. So if you compare this to something like the SP004 from Wallhack, which I also reviewed on my channel, if you want to watch any of these reviews, by the way, I'll leave them all in the description below. The SP004 is pretty much like a frictionless experience where you feel like your mouse is just on ice skates using that pad and there's really no control whatsoever. So it's an extremely unique experience where it's a really smooth surface and there's pretty much just no resistance whatsoever. The difference with the Lock-On Harut and the Tenta-X Cataclysm is that these glass pads actually do have a little bit of friction for you. So this is perfect for those of you who aren't fully wanting to commit to a frictionless experience and you still want a little bit of grip on the pad. This is going to be perfect for that. Tenta-X describes the surface as low initial friction, high dynamic friction, and high stopping power, which I completely agree with. So whether you're completely new to glass mouse pads or you're a longtime enthusiast, I think the glide experience on this pad is going to be quite enjoyable no matter who you are. So if you guys are not familiar with glass mouse pads, let me go over the pros and cons of having a glass pad. The pros are going to be that you pretty much have a consistent glide experience no matter what. Because it is glass, it doesn't deteriorate over time like a cloth pad does, so you're not going to develop any slow spots on the pad. Another pro of glass mouse pads is that they're very easy to clean. To clean a glass mouse pad, you can just take a wet microfiber cloth and just wipe it down really quick. So they're really convenient to keep clean and maintain. And yeah, the main advantage of a glass mouse pad is just the consistency and the durability. They're pretty much just going to last forever unless you somehow drop it on the ground and shatter it. But other than that, these mouse pads really don't deteriorate over time and you can keep them for as long as you want on your desk. The cons of a glass pad is obviously going to be the lack of control. Like I said, with the Tenta-X Cataclysm and the Lock-On Harut, you do have more control compared to the SP004 from Wallhack. At the end of the day, it is a glass mouse pad, so you will be losing a little bit of that consistency, but it is very subjective. So depending on if you are comfortable using glass mouse pads or not, and depending on your style of aim and the games you play, you might actually prefer using a glass mouse pad over a traditional cloth mouse pad. Another con of glass mouse pads is that I highly recommend you use an arm sleeve. I'm not using one in this video just because my arms were super dry because it is winter, but for most people you will have to use an arm sleeve, especially in more humid weather or in the summer. If your arms do get sweaty, you will have to use an arm sleeve to prevent your arm from sticking to the glass. So that is a minor downside of glass mouse pads. It's a little bit of an inconvenience to put on a arm sleeve every time you want to play, but again, that really depends on the person. Some people don't mind at all. But yeah guys, overall Tenta-X makes really solid mouse pads. From their last stand cloth mouse pad to this glass Cataclysm mouse pad, all of their products have been very solid so far, and I highly recommend keeping an eye out on their company for future product announcements and any future releases as well. But that's pretty much it guys. Again, huge shout out to Tenta-X for sending this out for me to review. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.